The Dick Van Dyke Show. Starring Dick Van Dyke. Rosemary, Maury Amsterdam, Larry Matthews, and Mary Tyler Moore.
Hey, is that a beautiful brunch outfit you got on?
Thank you.
You know, if you keep looking that good in the morning, I may have to switch to an afternoon newspaper. Or maybe a weekly news magazine.
Darling, are you in a good mood?
I am now.
Well, then, I guess it's safe for me to tell you that Mrs. Billings is coming over today.
Oh, that's nice. Mrs. Billings is coming over today. Mrs. Billings. Honey, is there a new Mrs. Billings in our neighborhood, or is this the Mrs. Billings who ran the amateur variety show last year?
It's the same Mrs. Billings.
That's what I thought, and I'll see you around.
Rob, where are you going?
Wherever there's no Mrs. Billings, under no circumstances will I write and direct another amateur variety show this year, and you may tell Mrs. Billings that.
But, darling, she didn't say anything about you doing the show again.
Yeah, I can just hear her. Oh, Mr. Petrie. It's so easy for you. I don't know how you writers get your wonderful ideas. Absolutely not.
But, darling, if you do turn her down, you'll do it gently, won't you?
No. Turning her down gently is how I ended up doing the variety show last year. Boy, this year when she says, Mr. Petrie, would you do our show this year? I'm going to answer her with a three-letter word.
Yes?
N-O, exclamation point.
Can't you forget about last year?
No, I want to remember last year. I don't want to forget it so that next year I don't have to remember this year.
Darling, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. You had some fun doing it, but you don't remember, do you? You don't remember how I came home that day? I do. Oh, boy, do I remember. I remember coming home that evening to find that Mrs. Billings' group was holding a meeting in our living room, and behind my back, I had been elected chairman. I can still hear Mrs. Billings gushing.
Good evening, Mr. Petrie. Sit down, Harvey. Now, just make yourselves comfortable, everybody, and we'll get started in a moment. Oh, Mr. Petrie, I saw your show the other night.
Oh, thank you, Ray.
Well, you can't win them all, can you?
Well, I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't blame you, Mr. Petrie. No, I could have turned it off. My husband said, why don't you turn it off? And I said, no, it's going to get better. But it didn't.
Can we bring the meeting to order, please?
Yes, that's a very good idea. I have a very large agenda.
That's wonderful. All right, I will call the committee meeting to order now. First of all, I would like to entertain a motion.
How about a Hawaiian hula? Now, there's an entertaining motion.
Thanks a lot.
Mr. Chairman?
Mrs. Billings.
First, I think we ought to consider ways of raising money this year.
Very well. I will throw the floor open for suggestions. Yes, Millie?
Mr. Chairman?
Yeah, Mill.
Mildred Helper, 146 Bonnie Meadow Road.
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion.
Well, all right.
How about a boat ride up the Hudson? It could be a lot of fun. Well, we did it 4 years ago, and everybody had an awfully good time until the water got a little rough, and some of the younger children got seasick, and a few of the fathers were hanging over the side. How about a cake sale?
Oh, well, we'll take that under consideration. Mrs. Billings.
I've got it, and really it's so obvious I don't know how we overlooked it. Do you realize how much local talent we have in our own group? Why, I bet we have enough talent to put on a Broadway show.
Mrs. Billings, Broadway doesn't have enough talent to put on a Broadway show.
Oh, Rob, listen, Mrs. Billings is right. We could do it. And a few of us here who can't sing and dance, well, we could paint the scenery. Well, listen, we have great comedians here. Take Millie, for instance. Have you ever seen her impressions? No. She's terrific. Come here, Millie. Millie, give them your impression of Jimmy Cagney. Go ahead.
You dirty rat, you. You gave it to my brother, and my brother gave it to your brother, and your brother gave it to me, and it was running all over the house. It was a dirty rat.
Hey, wait a minute. Now, listen, honey, wait a minute. Do Wallace Beery.
No, hold it. We don't have time for Wallace Beery.
Well, maybe later we'll do that.
Okay. Yeah, honey. Mrs. Honey. But,
Mr. Chairman, I think the variety show's a great idea.
Well, everybody, not just because it was my idea, but I do think it was brilliant.
Shall we go
Well,
on?
folks, if we have it quiet just for a moment, Mr. Chairman. Folks, a show is not an easy thing to put on. Now, the average person doesn't practice law till he's had an education. A doctor doesn't treat a patient till he's served an internship. Everybody thinks that show business is easy. Well, I want to tell you something. It isn't.
Oh, we're all adults enough to expect a few problems, Robbie boy.
We haven't got enough talent here to put on a bad show. Oh, now, look, who you going to put in charge? You got to have somebody with actual show business experience. You got writing, you got staging, you got production and direction. We don't have anyone like that in this organization. I happen to be the only one here whose profession is actually show business. And if I was going to put on a... How many were actually sick on that boat ride last year?
I nominate Rob Petrie to be in charge of our variety show.
I second it.
Honey, what are you doing to me?
Oh, darling, it's for a good cause, and you said yourself you're the only one who can put on a show.
I lied.
All those in favor say aye.
Congratulations, Mr. Petrie. And now that you're head of the whole show, what can we do to make your job easier?
Impeach me.
Can I rehearse my number again, can I?
Well, all right. Fellas, let's take it once again.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Cleopatra was gal so beautiful, and she had certain spark. All famous men she swayed when love came. She played beauty, never fade, so Cleo made her mark. Antony, everybody, true on true. Daddy's the actual fact. True on true. Daddy's the actual fact. Romeo and Juliet, when they say let's head, they choose balcony scene. Today, same thing you see in the balcony of each movie show. Guess you know what I mean. Ask any usher. True on true. That is the actual fact. True on true. That is the actual fact. In my suburbia, housewife burbia, I'm busy as a bee is. I drive the kids to school, dig a swimming pool, work just like the fool. Husband, what a help he is. He played golf, and I'm teed off. True on true. Daddy's the actual fact. True on true. Daddy's the actual, the truly factual. Daddy's the actual fact.
What do you think of just one more time from the top? It needs a little polishing, and then it'll be fine.
Honey,
Just
look,
once
you
more,
have
do
been through it 5 times now. We've got to move on. Look, let's try the Cleopatra sketch. We haven't even touched it yet. Give me Millie Helper and Harry Rogers, please.
All set, Rob. Hey, is it good, Rob? I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's very good. It's funny. Sit down, will you? Harry, and we're going to take it from the part where Mark Antony comes home from Rome and Cleopatra pretends to be very cold towards him, all right?
All right.
Where's Millie?
Oh, she's right in there getting ready, Rob.
Hey, Millie, it's just a rehearsal. It doesn't have to be perfect. Come on. That's fine. That's just fine, Mel. Oh, would you folks leave us have the sofa there?
Oh, certainly. Come on,
Thank you.
Murphy.
Go ahead,
Oh,
please.
she's going to look divine.
Just make yourself comfortable there. Okay, now I guess we're all set.
Hey, Rob, am I going to get to wear a toga?
Oh, yeah, we'll get you a
Do
toga.
I
Harry.
wear a helmet?
Yeah, we'll get you a nice helmet.
Hey, Rob, I was thinking maybe I would, sort of get in the mood of the thing. Like if I just sort of wore this over the shoulder like that.
Oh, gee, that's fine.
Like
fine,
a toga,
Harry.
huh?
Yeah, good.
All right, good.
Okay, now you make your entrance, Harry.
All right, where do I come from?
Rome, Harry.
All right. Well, I mean, what room?
Oh, well, make your entrance from up behind the bricks there.
All right.
That'll be good. Miss Harding, would you make a note of that? Harry Rogers will enter from upstage left.
Upstage left.
Okay. Action. Harry.
Yeah, Rob.
I said action.
Yeah.
Well, when I say action, I mean you come on out.
Oh.
Not now. I mean, go on back there and wait till I say action. Yeah. No, I mean not wait. Go back and wait until I say the word, Harry. Action! Good.
Ah, Cleopatra, my enchanted. At last, I have a roam from Rye.
Harry.
Hey, wait a minute, Rob, I like it.
Jerry, please.
No, listen, it'll get a bigger laugh that way. A roll from Rye, that's funny.
Jerry, will you please
Okay, I think it's funny, don't you?
Okay, Harry, take it again, will you? But you don't not clear back to Rome. Just take it again.
Ah, Cleopatra.
We'll go past that, Harry. Just take it from your cue, a ride from Rome. Right from Rome.
A ride from Rome.
Mark Antony, pray tell, how are things in Rome?
See, I told you she could do Wallace Beery.
Oh. Incidentally, Millie, his name isn't Mark Antony, pray tell. It's Mark Antony, pray tell. How are things in Rome? Go ahead.
Mark Antony, pray tell, how are things in Rome?
Right.
And how about you, Mark Antony? I hear you have been unfaithful to me. Is this true?
The truth is written on my lips.
Where? I don't see nothing written there.
Come closer, Cleopatra.
Good. Now, hold the kiss. The longer you hold the kiss, the funnier it's going to be.
It ain't that funny, Rob. I don't like it, Rob.
All right, now say your line, Harry.
Did you read my message?
Not yet. I'm a slow reader.
Punchline, that's it. I don't think it's very funny, Rob. Can I see you alone privately?
Huh?
I want to see you in the kitchen privately, Rob.
All right. Take a coffee break, kids. We'll try it again in 5 minutes.
Shall we work on it while they're gone?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
No more rehearsal. It's a coffee break. You heard the director. Drink coffee, Millie.
Jerry, what's the matter with you?
I'll get right to the point, Rob. I don't want Millie playing the part of Cleopatra.
Why not?
Well, she's too short.
Cleopatra was short.
Well, then she's too tall. I just don't want her playing the part.
Why not?
Well, she's not good enough.
What are you talking about, Jerry? She's great.
Well, that's just it. That's it. She'll be discovered. She'll become a big Broadway star, and I can kiss my happy home life goodbye.
She's not quite that good, Jerry.
Then why waste her time? Get somebody who can become a big Broadway star. Now, look, Rob, I don't want her playing the part, and I just don't want to talk about it.
Jerry, are you upset because another man is kissing your wife?
No, I'm not. I'm upset because my wife is kissing another man.
He's giving her a stage kiss.
Well, let him go kiss a stage. I just don't want him kissing my wife.
Look, they hardly know each other at all. They're practically strangers, Jerry.
Not anymore, buddy.
The truth is written on my lips.
I don't see nothing written there.
Come closer, Cleopatra.
Stop rehearsing in there. You're supposed to be drinking coffee, Millie. Drink. See?
Jerry, it doesn't mean anything to Millie, and it means nothing to Harry Rogers.
It means something to me.
He's an actor kissing an actress. It's theater art.
Mm-hmm. It's the mother of my children kissing the father of somebody else's children, and it's not art. It's disgusting.
They're doing it with the PTA. It's a good cause.
Well, you wouldn't let your wife do it.
Oh, of course I would.
Then it's settled. Millie's out, Laura's in.
All right. Millie is out, and Laura is in.
Oh, boy. Rob, do you really have enough guts to let your wife get kissed by Hang Lip Harry?
Cleopatra, my enchanted. At last, I've a roam from Rye.
Harry.
Rye from, what did I say?
Well, that's all right.
Once I get the helmet on.
Helmet, Harry.
Cleopatra.
We'll take it past that. We'll just go off. Honey, will you take the cue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Antony, pray tell, how are things in Rome?
Rotten.
And what about you, Antony? I hear you've been unfaithful to me. Is this true?
The truth is written on my lips.
Where? I see nothing written there.
Come closer, Cleopatra.
Kids, Laura, Harry.
Yeah?
Kids, I got a great idea. You know what would be funnier than kissing, really? Shaking hands.
Hey, Rob, I think kissing's funnier.
Yeah, me too. I mean, watch how we do this. Did you read my message?
You see, the kiss is funnier, Rob.
I am the director, and I will decide what is funnier. Laura, may I see you in the kitchen for just a moment?
Hey, Harry.
Yeah?
You know, you're getting better in this part.
You think so?
Honey, I was thinking, since you're doing the Calypso number anyway, that doing the Cleopatra too might be construed as favoritism on my part, just because my wife's the prettiest girl here.
Thank you.
You know what I was thinking, honey?
Mm-hmm. You were thinking that since I have 2 big numbers in the show, that I give up 1.
Yeah.
I agree.
Will you do?
I'll give up the Calypso.
Well, honey, that's not what I was thinking.
Rob Petrie, you're jealous.
Oh, honey. I'm not jealous. You want to know the truth? You want to know the absolute truth, honey? You look bad. You don't like it because Harry is a bad actor. Honey, when you do that Calypso number, boy, the audience loves you. You're up there. Then you do that bad sketch with Harry, and down you go. Harry's a bad actor. Harry Rogers can't do anything but...
Kiss.
Yeah. Who needs that in his own house?
All right, darling.
What's so darn funny?
Well, it's the first good, healthy sign of jealousy you've shown in months. It's better than flowers.
Will you give up the Cleopatra?
I'll give it up.
Hey, honey, listen, why don't you...
I'll tell them.
Okay, that's right.
Kids, I was just telling Rob that it seems unfair for me to have 2 big numbers in the show, so I'm withdrawing as Cleopatra.
Oh, you can't. No.
Her mind is made up. I tried. Well, let's see, kids. Who are we going to get to play Cleopatra now?
Well, how about Cynthia Harding?
Well, is it right for the kindergarten teacher to play Cleopatra?
It's righter than for a mother of 3. Sit down, Millie.
Miss Harding, would you care to try the Cleopatra part?
I don't know if I'm the right type.
Rob, can I see you a minute? She is not the right type.
Well, Harry, I think we ought to give her a chance.
Cleopatra.
We have not that many actresses.
Look, Rob, she was... right type. Yeah?
Well, maybe we could work with her.
Amazing.
Folks, would you clear here and let us use this for Cleopatra? Sit right down, Harding.
Sorry, I'm late.
I'll give you my...
Hi, honey.
You're just in time to see your husband rehearse the sketch.
Oh, good. Well, how's the sketch coming, darling?
Great.
Oh, you haven't met your husband's leading lady, Mrs. Rogers. This?
Oh, you told me that Millie Helper was a short, dark comedienne.
Oh, she is.
What happened to the comedienne?
Well, she withdrew because of a little problem.
Oh.
Why don't you make yourself comfortable, Shirley?
I think you can see from right over there.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Now, Harry, take it from arrived from Rome.
Ah, Cleopatra, my enchanted. At last, I have arrived from Rome.
Mark Antony, pray tell, how are things in Rome?
Terrific. I'm sorry. Once I get the helmet on, I'll be great, yeah.
I tell you what, Miss Harding, would you cue him again, please?
Mark Antony, pray tell, how are things in Rome?
Latin. Claudius has surrendered to Parthius. Fulvia
Right.
has given up to Sicyon.
What did you say her name was?
Oh, that's Miss Harding, the kindergarten teacher.
Miss Harding?
Is this true?
Come closer, my darling.
Harry!
Excuse me, Rob. What do you think you're doing?
Get in the car!
I'm an actor doing a part.
Harry, get in the car!
That is a school teacher.
Just get in the car!
I just learned my line.
Harry! Get in the car!
One of the kids is sick.
All right, now what are we going to do? I guess that I'm going to have to play Mark Anthony.
Rob?
Would you like to see me in the kitchen?
Yes, dear.
That does it. That does it. You can't direct a show with a bunch of amateurs.
But, Mr. Petrie...
Goodbye, Mrs. Billings. I am going home. I quit. I'm going home. Can you imagine that? I was halfway downtown before I realized I walked out of my own house.
Well, we got the show on, and it was great. And I let you play the part, didn't I?
No, it was all that trouble.
What's the matter? Didn't you enjoy playing Mark Antony?
No, I didn't. I don't think Jerry enjoyed playing Cleopatra either.
Hello, Mrs. Billings.
Hello, Laura, dear. Oh, hello, Mr. Petrie.
Hello, Mrs. Billings.
Mrs. Billings, won't you come over here and sit down?
Yes, thank you, dear. Well, now, Mr. Petrie, do you know what time of year it is?
No, what time is it?
It's showtime.
It is, good heavens.
Well, Mr. Petrie, you did such a wonderful job on our show last year that I wanted you to be the first to know.
Well, that's very kind of you, Mrs. Billings.
We won't be needing you this year.
But I have a very heavy schedule. You won't be needing me this year?
That's right.
Oh, is it really?
Oh, I'll bet you thought I came over here to corral you again.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Oh, no, we wouldn't impose on you again. So you just rest easy.
Oh, I will.
You see, fortunately, my husband has had a perfectly wonderful idea for this year's show. A musical version of Hamlet.
He is writing the lyrics and the music himself.
Uh-huh.
Well, gee, that sounds exciting. Has he ever written music before?
No, but then one has to start somewhere, doesn't one?
Well, all I can tell you, Mrs. Billings, is that a lot of professional people have tried to do a musical takeoff on Hamlet. They found it very, very difficult. Personally, I wouldn't tackle it.
What would you tackle?
Well, I think something a little more familiar to the general public. Gilbert and Sullivan say that lends itself more easily to parody. As a matter of fact, the rhythm is so perfect I could do a parody on that in about 10 seconds.
Oh, you couldn't.
Oh, yes. The crabgrass that blooms in the spring, tra-la, all grows on my new Rochelle lawn.
Oh, Mr. Petrie, it's so easy for you. Oh, you professional writers are so clever.
I just volunteered again, didn't I, Miss Billings?
Yes, dear boy, and thank you.
Well, you did it again, didn't you?
You know something, honey, I don't really mind. Might be fun to do a version of the Mikado again. Hey, did I ever tell you I did Nanky Poo in high school?
No. Could I play Yum Yum?
Well, honey, we probably ought to hold open auditions for him. You know how Millie is. She's going to want to crack at it right away. And is the Miss Harding still teaching kindergarten?
Yes, but Miss Harding can't participate in the play.
Huh? Why?
Well, a few of the wives got up a little petition that prohibits her from being anything but a script girl.
Petition? When did this happen?
First thing tomorrow morning.
All right, she can stay on the script girl, okay?
Antony, pray tell, how are things in Rome?
Yeah, see, I told you she could do all this, Beery.
Oh. Incidentally, Millie, his name isn't Mark Antony, pray tell. It's Mark Antony, pray tell. Well, how are things wrong? Go ahead.
Mark Antony, pray tell, how are things in Rome?
Right.
And how about you, Mark Antony? I hear you have been unfaithful to me. Is this true?
The truth is written on my lips.
Where? I don't see nothing written there.
Come closer, Cleopatra.
Good. Now, hold the kiss. The longer you hold the kiss, the funnier it's going to be.
It ain't that funny, Rob. I don't like it, Rob.
All right, now say your line, Harry.
Did you read my...
A doctor doesn't treat a patient till he's served an internship. Everybody thinks that show business is easy. Well, I want to tell you something. It isn't.
Oh, we're all adults enough to expect a few problems, Robbie boy.
Sure. We haven't got enough talent here to put on a bad show. Oh, now, look, who you going to put in charge? You got to have somebody with actual show business experience. You got writing, you got staging, you got production and direction. We don't have anyone like that in this organization. I happen to be the only one here whose profession is actually show business. And if I was going to put on a... How many were actually sick on that boat ride last year?
I nominate Rob Petrie to be in charge of our variety show.
I second it.
Honey, what are you doing to me?
Oh, darling, it's for a good cause, and you said yourself you're the only one who can put on a show.
I lied.
All those in favor say aye.
Congratulations, Mr. Petrie. And now that you're head of the whole show, what can we do to make your job easier?
Impeach me.
Can I rehearse my number again?
Give me Millie Helper and Harry Rogers, please.
All set, Rob. Hey, is it good, Rob? I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's very good. It's funny. Sit down, will you? Harry, and we're going to take you from the part where Mark Antony comes home from Rome and Cleopatra pretends to be very cold towards him, all right? Where's Millie?
Oh, she's right in there getting ready, Rob.
Hey, Millie, it's just a rehearsal. It doesn't have to be perfect. Come on. That's fine. That's just fine, Mill. Oh, would you folks leave us have the sofa there?
Oh, quite certainly. Come on,
Thank you.
Murphy.
Go ahead,
Oh,
please.
she's going to look divine.
Just make yourself comfortable there. Okay, now I guess we're all set.
Hey, Rob, am I going to get to wear a toga?
Oh, yeah, we'll get you a
Do
toga.
I wear a helmet?
Yeah, we'll get you a nice helmet.
Hey, Rob, I was thinking maybe I would, sort of get in the mood of the thing. Like if I just sort of wore this over the shoulder like that.
Oh, gee, that's fine.
Like
fine,
a toga,
Harry.
huh?
Yeah, good.
All right, good.
Okay, now you make your entrance, Harry.
All right, where do I come from?
Rome, Harry.
All right. Well, I mean, what room?
Oh, well, make your entrance from up behind the bricks there.
All right.
That'll be good. Miss Harding, would you make a note of that? Harry Rogers will enter from upstage left.
Upstage left.
Okay. Action. Harry.
Yeah, Rob.
I said action.
Yeah.
Well, when I say action, I mean you have to come on out.
Oh.
Not now. I mean, go on back there and wait until I say action. Yeah. No, I mean, not wait. Go back and wait until I say the word, Harry. Action. Good.
Ah, Cleopatra, my enchanted. At last, I have a roam from ride.
Harry.
I'm sorry, Rob.
Hey, wait a minute, Rob. I like it.
Jerry, please.
No, listen, it'll get a bigger laugh that way. A roll from ride. That's funny.
Okay,
I think it's funny, don't you?
Okay, Harry, take it again, will you? But you don't not clear back to Rome. Just take it again.
Ah, Cleopatra.
We'll go past that, Harry. Just take it from your cue, a ride from Rome.
A ride from